there. Okay, so how did you do your business and your family life? How did you keep going? I mean,
How do you balance it?
yes.
It's always hard to balance business and family,
Mhm.
and I think most people who are successful, they had to sacrifice something. Okay. It's really hard to say, you know what, I'm going to have a family, I'm going to have a business. You really can't have both. I mean, you can, but if you want a successful business, you have to put the time in. Okay.
Right. Yes, you
Like
do.
when I started my business, I worked 7 days a week, you know.
Mm.
So when I started that first business and I took over, I was, I was constantly in the red. Okay. So meaning that my account stayed in the negative, you know. So I had to work 7 days a week at other places. So the money I was making from that place will cover my bills in the business. I did that for about 3 years. So
Wow.
the first 2 years, I work about 7 days a week for the first 2 years.
So you had your business and then you work another job.
That's right.
In your profession to cover
the expenses, right? So I had 3 jobs basically, right? So I worked 3 jobs. My wife then was also working. She was a nurse. I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I said, go ahead.
Yeah, so my wife then was working. She was a nurse, and the money we were making, I'll use that to kind of cover expenses, the other business. So as far as family life, I'm gone early in the morning. I come home maybe 10 at night. Wow. And then when I come home, I'm actually doing reports. So I'm up 2, 3 in the morning and then start again, And I think that's what differentiates me from other people. When people say, oh, you got 4 practices, you have this, you wrote books, you did this, you did that. Yeah, but I'm a hard worker. Like I'm really a hard worker. Most people give up or quit, because things it gets too hard.
Exactly.
Right. And with me, it's like, no, I don't quit. It's not part of my vocabulary. If I do something, I won't quit till the end. Like I said, I'm going to write the books and I'm going to write a trilogy for my Starks, trilogy. I'm not going to quit till I get to the 3rd book, which is the trilogy. Was it hard? Yeah, because I had to work. I had 4 practices. I was going through a divorce and I had to write and I had to submit things to the editor. And I'm up 3, 4 in the morning and I have to be at work 8 in the morning. So I'm only getting 2, 3 hours of sleep, but I'm going to get it done. Okay. That's what successful people do. They don't make excuses, and excuses are valid reasons. Okay. I can say, you know what? I was up 2 in the morning. I got to be at work at 8. I had no sleep. I can't function, but nobody cares. Who cares? But you, right? The person you're working for, they don't care. That's an excuse to them.
As long as you show up and work.
Right. It's a valid reason.
You might get paid too.
Right. It's a valid reason. You had no sleep because of all this thing you're doing. But at the end of the day, you have a job, you have work to do. The person doesn't care because they're paying you a paycheck. So I'm the type of person, I don't make excuses. I just get stuff done no matter what. And I think that's the reason why I am where I am now. Even with YouTube, when I started YouTube, what I've noticed was a lot of the folks, when I started YouTube, a lot of the chiropractors I started YouTube with, we started at the same time. They probably now have 5,000 subscribers. Now I have 51,000 subscribers.
Oh.
Right? And part of the reason
I literally just subscribed. Wow. Go ahead.
Yeah, to keep it coming because you can. That's all like what?
Yeah, and part of it is YouTube is a lot of work. That's the first thing. Most people think, oh, these people are making $40,000, $50,000 of YouTube. I want to get on YouTube and make the same. No. It doesn't work that way. You got to put in the work. Number 1 is a lot of work. Number 2 is very discouraging because you'll do the video, you'll put it up, and then you only get 10 views or, you only get 1 subscriber. So most people say, you know what, this is not working out. Well, you have to be realistic. If something is not working out, then you let it go. Okay, that's fine. But me, I've never been a quitter. So I had to figure out why am I only getting 10 views and this person's getting 1,000 views. Right. So I had to figure out what the analytics are. I had to watch videos. I had to do different things. I had to say, okay, well, if my thumbnail look a little better, more people will click on it. So I had to learn that, you see? Mm-hmm. So, and the other thing is content. You got to stay consistent. So where most chiropractors were uploading maybe 1 video a week, 2 videos a week, I was uploading 2 videos per day. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of editing. So when I started, I'm editing for 3 hours, 4 hours because I didn't really know the platform, you know, the software I was using, and I'm doing it myself. So I will put up a video in the morning and I'll put up a video at 11 at night, and then I had to work the next morning. So I work 10 times harder than most people. That's why I have 50-some thousand subscribers and not 5,000. You see,
right, in a short span of time too.
In a short span of time, right? So you got to put in the work. Otherwise, you know, it just doesn't happen.
Wow. So all of us new content creators, y'all heard that. I mean, there's no excuses. It's none. I mean, I don't know about the 2 videos a day now. I mean,
yeah,
but
it's a lot. It's a lot.
But
I've slowed down.
Less than 2 years though.
Yeah, I've slowed down a whole lot. Like right now, I think I've uploaded maybe like a video the past week because, you know, like I said, I'm getting my time back. I've invested into cryptocurrency and it's doing well for me. So I'm slowly just kind of let things go slowly. You know.
I mean, you want to educate us on the crypto?
Yeah. Actually, a friend of mine who is he's one of my partners in the other 3 clinics, and he got me involved in crypto. So I used to do stocks, basically invest in stocks, and he had got me involved in something called Shiba Inu, which is a cryptocurrency. Okay. Now, once again, this is not investing. Shiba Inu is what it's called. Okay. It's a form of cryptocurrency. So, like, you know, you hear the Bitcoin and Ethereum. So Shiba Inu is another set of, you know, tokens, set of coins.
Well, I'm thinking that's the one we just started too, but I couldn't. I thought it was a shorter name, but go ahead.
Right. So he got me involved, and I invested. You know, I think I started with about like $7,000. I just went in ahead and threw it in there. You know, and it did to do 6 figures with it, right? So now the next investment, so now I'm pulling out of that, and the next investment we're getting into is something called Saitama Inu, and I've done the research on it, and it's a solid token, it's a solid company, and I started actually investing in